so welcome back to Lex Reads. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a reset. It is currently Sunday and it's what, 4 something? Like all of us, Sunday is our day to get things organized, be prompt for the week. So I always like to do my meal prep, we'll do a little bit of cleaning up. Again, just getting my life together, right? Then another thing I like to do when it comes to my books, I like to organize, see what I want to read, for the week. I like to, check on my Goodreads, also update my reading journal. Again, just things of that nature. So you guys are going to be hanging out with me because I need to do all those things that I just listed, and which I've done some. And then I also need to organize this library, just put books back. And of course, I'm going to show you guys what I am reading and want to read and all of that. So, yeah, that is basically it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get this Sunday reset going. Okay, you guys. So, first is what am I reading? Okay, so I told you guys that I have been on my Tiffany D. Jackson kick after I read The Scammer. And I told you guys I was going to get the book. I got the book on Friday. I have to go to 2 Barnes and Noble because the one Barnes I went to, I just assumed they had it because it was a New York best time seller, and then it had just came out, which that doesn't mean anything, especially when you're a Black author. It's unfortunate, but I didn't even check to see if it was on the website. So when I get there, I just knew it was going to be there. Girl, I get there and it's not there. So I said, well, it's okay. It's Friday. I ain't going to know where to be. I'll just go to, another one. And I went to my local one that is near me, and y'all, finally got it. So I have my physical copy. I do want to read this again because I want to, highlight, and then also just to get even more insight with the book. I'm so excited that I got it, and I love, love, love the cover. This is such a pretty cover. Oh, and if you guys have not read this, please read this. I always tell you guys I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to YA because I'm old. Okay. Like I stated in my last video, which I had recommendations and some of my favorite books by YA authors. I have to keep on telling myself these are kids and you 34. I absolutely love this. So I have been on her kick. Because of that, I started reading Allegedly, which I already had this book. I had started it and then I stopped it because I'm a mood reader. And then also I get on kicks of stuff, y'all know. So this is my latest kick. My latest kick is Tiffany D. Jackson. And I started this. I'm already on page 80. Y'all, that mama something, I think that mama got something to do with what happened to Mary. Again, on TikTok, I was watching a lot of videos on TikTok. They were like, that twist, unbelievable. So I cannot wait. That's one thing I like about like a mystery thriller is, the twist or the who done it. You find out it's like an undescribable feeling. I know for me it is. And yeah, super excited. So I'm reading this currently. And then I also I have to download her I think is it her first middle grade book? Let's go to our Goodreads. Is it Blood in the Water? Let me see, y'all. Got so many tabs. I have been watching clips of, I can't take what do you call it? Reality TV. When I was younger, I loved it, but as an adult I can't. But I've been watching clips of the Braxtons, y'all, and Tamar and Tawanda. If y'all watch the Braxtons, y'all know Toni Braxton, her sisters. Tamar and Tawanda, they love each other, but they don't like each other. And I think that Tawanda is jealous of Tamar because Tamar was the breakout star of, the Braxtons. And of course, we know Toni. Toni's a legend. But yeah, she jealous. And the fact that she didn't invite that girl to the wedding and stuff like that, which I know that you have some family members that you just don't fool with. And if you guys have different lifestyles or just different ideologies, just because it's your family don't mean that you got to deal with them. But I think it's a little deeper than that. Again, I've only been seeing little clips and stuff like that because I can't watch a full episode of no reality TV. That don't work for me no more. Okay, let's see. Oh, Blood in the Water. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I have to download that, so that's one thing I have to do. I have to download that on my Kobo. Let me also click want to read for this. So yeah, right now I'm reading Allegedly. I also need to start our book club pick for this month. What is it? Boomtown by Nick Stone, and that's also another thriller. And you guys know with Nick Stone, Nick Stone writes YA middle grade, and this is her first adult fiction novel, and it just came out last month, and they say it's a mix between Gone Girl and P Valley. Now, I never read Gone Girl, but I did see the movie some years ago, and I liked it. That was back in the day where I wasn't into thrillers, which I'm trying to get into, thrillers. Y'all know I'm a scaredy cat. But I remember I honestly did like it. And there's a twist, obviously to it. And I don't know why that lady did what she did, girl. But then they also said P Valley, which I've never watched. P Valley, did that come on Stars or one of them? Um, one of those networks. But I was intrigued because of the like exotic dancer aspect, the stripper aspect. I have to be honest with you guys. Back in the day, I used to watch a lot of the like stripper vlogs back on YouTube because I would like to see when those girls would like count their money, like how much they would make, and just I don't know, for some reason that just fascinated me, when they would count their money and just seeing the. Of course, they couldn't show like them actually dancing, but them like getting ready and seeing what is it, the and just seeing the girls get ready backstage, and even like the mom of the house where they would supply the girls that they looked together, they had like all their supplies and things of that nature. There was a girl I used to watch, her name was Bean Christina, and she actually was trying to get out of the game, which she honestly did. She was a young mother, such a great mother. And I have to say too, she used to do these, was a calendar where she always would say, pay on your bills. Some of her systems when it comes to like paying bills, I actually use. She was really good at like organizing and finances. Like she needed to do like a class. That's how good she was. Again, like I said, a lot of the tactics that she used when it comes to finances, I still use to this day. One tactic that she would do is like, say you have a car note and your car note is due on the 23rd. Let's say your first check, pay half of that car note, and then the second check, pay the rest. You save money, you don't have to pay like the whole car amount. So that's basically what I always do. Sometimes I might just pay it in advance, or a lot of times I'll just be like, well, no, I'll slice it in half. Or another tactic, like if you have more money, you can pay the bills like ahead of time, but a lot of times I like to slice it. So for like my rent, of course, the first, you got to have your money right. So what I'll do is I'll pay half of my rent on one check, and then another check I'll pay the rest. I'll have more money like left over. Also, too, that's really good for your credit too, because you pay things on time and then you pay it in full. It boosts up your credit. And also, like with your credit card, paying like the full balance. That's what I do with my American Express. I don't pay the minimum balance. I pay the full balance each month. But yeah, again, I got them tips from her. She doesn't make videos anymore. Again, her name was Being Christina. I think she still has a channel, but she doesn't post about her time dancing, because her thing is I'm done with that. Also, speaking of dancers, one movie that I loved and I still love and had no business watching it when I was younger was Players Club. I know y'all know about Players Club, y'all. Damon and Trix and Ronnie. Oh my gosh, that is such a good movie. If you guys have not seen Players Club, please watch it. Also, it's basically a cautionary tale. Really good movie. You have Lisa Ray, she's playing the main dancer. Diamond. You got Jamie Foxx, he's a DJ. You have Bernie Mac, he is the owner of the stripper club, the Players Club. Dollar Bill, that's his name. Lord, who else you got? Oh, you got Ice Cube, which I think didn't Ice Cube like partially write that or something like that. Yeah, you got some heavy hitters in there. It's such a great movie. It came out in the 90s. Boomtown, I do need to start, but my main focus for this week, I do want to finish this. Also, I did start after I had finished this. I wanted something a little lighter because it has some little heavy moments. I've had picked up the mixtape by Brittany Cherry, which I don't have a my what do you call it, bookmark. I might put this to the side though. I had start reading this. You guys know Brittany Cherry. She used to be a independent author. She's not now. She is traditionally published. She writes romance books. If you don't like spicy like romance books, she will be the one that you should gravitate towards because she doesn't, pile on the spice. She'll have like one scene, if that, and then, that's it. Because a lot of people, they don't want to just read a bunch of sex. I understand that when it comes to romance. Of course, they're gonna obviously, put in a little scene, but sometimes romance is like overkill. It's like only thing they do is jumping in bed. No. With her, she doesn't do that. She tells a story. She'll have one little scene, and it's not nasty. It's not vulgar. She really does focus on intimacy. She's really good at that. But for this one, you have a single mom, um, and you have a young man. He is a musician, and his brother just passed, and like all the paparazzi is following him. And he also has had one too many. And so she basically helps him because he comes in her bar and she like hides him, and in the midst of that she ends up getting fired, but then it looks like a relationship starts up. And yeah, so really, so that's something that I know I would like. I tend to, again, I like Brittany Cherry's writings. I have a good amount of her books. Right now we're just gonna focus on those two books. Usually I'll read about 2 to 3 books. Right now this week I just want to focus on those two. And yeah, which, let me turn the light on. This is one thing I hate about winter time. Oh, it gets dark really quickly. We gained an hour. Yeah, we gained an hour. Also, today in Michigan, we got our first snow. Not ready for that at all. Oh, not ready for it. I'm not ready for Christmas yet. I don't know. You know what it is? It's like I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready or not ready. Yesterday I went to my aunt's birthday. They already had lights up and stuff like that. And my aunt, when I was driving her, and my uncle back to their house, I asked her was she ready, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I want to put up my Christmas stuff." My sister already has her Christmas stuff up. My sister is one of those people that like November 1st, she already got her stuff up. Like the 31st of October, she's taking boxes out and basically starting to put stuff up, and it's done on the 1st. She's like that. I'm not like that. I don't put my tree up until December. Yeah. And I'm also a stickler of taking it down. I take it down the first week of January because growing up, my aunts, oh girl, they would keep that tree up so long. I kind of got PTSD where as soon as Christmas is over, I got the first week, I will take it down. You guys put your tree up. Do you guys put your tree up on the first, or do you guys put it up, before Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving? Some people do that, or do you put it up in December? Again, I'm a December person. I have it already organized. I'm really good about that because that could just be a whole ordeal. So yeah, okay. So I showed you guys what I'm going to be reading. Um, okay, I already did my meal prep. I mopped. I did all okay. I gotta change my bedding. I'll do that later. What else? Oh, I need to figure out which I'll also do that later. I'm doing getting professional headshots taken, but that's on Thursday, but I need to figure out what I'm going to wear. So yeah, and then also I need to do this head. I gotta press these kitchens out, okay? The nape of the hair. Making good time. It's 5 o'clock. So yeah, we're making really good time. I'm going to be now. I gotta organize this library. At least put books back. I want you to stay. I'm in the grave. So I am almost done cleaning, but in the midst of cleaning, I found this book, this Soul Train book, which I showed you guys. I think I bought this like 2 months ago. I actually got it from, where did I get this from? Ollie's. and it was only like $6, and it is the story of Soul Train, and it has a forward by Gladys Knight. It's by Questlove. But I was thinking I wanted to display this book because it was just sitting on my book cart, which I do need to organize that. Um, it's not bad because there are books that I do want to read, but we're not gonna talk about today. Probably display it up here. Um, hmm. But I don't think I have another one of those. What do you call it? Easels. Oh wait, yes I do. What's over here? No, I don't. I thought that was something else. Okay, now I need to get another one of those easels. I could have sworn I had another one of those. I got these little gold easels that display these books from the dollar store. Right now I'm just gonna put this on this little table. And then I also found this. I don't want to throw it away because I reason why I kept it. It's a calendar from 2023, but the artwork, y'all look at this. It's by Lanice Howard. I got this from Barnes and Noble, and I really wish I could find another one of her calendars. But the pictures, y'all, or the artwork rather, is just amazing. I kept it because the artwork is unbelievable. But I was also thinking too, where if I would ever want to, put some of these pics up, put some of this artwork up in my library, I could just photocopy these. Like her artwork is amazing. Like, look at that. How do you paint like that? To look her up. But where am I going to put this? I'll just, for right now, I'll just put this right here. I still haven't figured out where I'm going to put this. I was going to put it right there where like my gallery wall is, but it doesn't go with it because like a lot of these pics are gold, a little bit of brown, and that'll just kind of mess it up. Um, and I was thinking about maybe I could put it here, but I like my little pics that I made. I could maybe like get rid of her and put this right there. And I could maybe add her over there. Let me see. Because I'm actually sick of that being on the floor. Okay, this is gonna have to be pushed up a little bit more. But I think that might go right there. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, well, that's another project I'm gonna have to do another time. This is a Sunday reset, and I'm telling you guys things I need to get done. But I'm also saying, oh, I don't feel like doing that, so I'm gonna hold off. How much sense does that make, Lex? But y'all know, I'll get some of the stuff done. But okay, now I know I'll put that right there, and I can move that over here. Also, when I was eating my food, my dinner, because I already had dinner, had an early dinner. I, of course, wanted to pick something to watch. And I had started it, and I said, well, I got a lot of stuff I got to do. So I'm going to pick it back up, which that'll be my treat for tonight. Once I get everything, cleaned up and everything I have to do, I will watch that film. And it's called the Elect. Oh, wait. I'll tell you guys in a minute because I don't want to mess it up. But it's based on a true story about an artist, Louis Louis Wayne. He's the one that painted those portraits of like cats. He's well known. Oh, that's another thing I need to do. I need to update the um, book club pick for this month on my website because I still have last month up. Yeah, and that's not the book we read. Let me not go on the Goodreads because I need to organize. Oh, that was another book that I was reading. Ooh, girl. Okay, I'm still, oh, that's another thing too. I'm still reading Yellow Wife. I'm just taking my time with it because I don't want it to end. Y'all know my obsession with that book. I had Plie on here, Wicked Moves, H. Cunningham. That was a book I told you I was ashamed of because of the cover. Let's see. And then test. Okay. It was something I needed to delete on here for right now. Oh, this, I'm gonna probably read this later. The Kennedy Ryan reel. I'm not in the mood to read that right now. So yeah, I'm gonna put that as want to read, and then I need to add allegedly because that's what I'm reading. And then I'm also going to take off reading this Malachi by, what is it? What is it? Malachi by Gray Hovington. You know, no, I've just been battling trying to read that. I am going to put on I want to read. I really want to like that. I'm just not. Y'all already know my whole spiel of that. I'm not feeling it. Okay. So yeah, right now it's just, is it 3 books? 4 books. I got allegedly. I have Yellow Wife. I got Plie on there. Because if I, you know, get in the mood, I can have that. Obviously Test of the D'Urbervilles. Okay, so that's done for now. And I'm only 1 book away from my goal, for my reading goal for this year. My goal was 50 books. And also, this whole year, I was always behind. I was always ahead. You guys know on Goodreads where they'll have like, 5 books ahead or 5 books behind. This whole year, I never had a behind. I was always ahead, which that wasn't a goal of mine, but I just noticed that because I just was, especially in January and February, mainly January. I was reading so much because that's when I got that Kindle, and I got my Kobo. I got my Kobo for Christmas, and then I got the Kindle the month after, and just, y'all know I was reading like nobody's business. So I know I'm not gonna make my record of last year. I think last year I read 80 books. That was like the most I ever read. But again, I don't care about how many books I read. I care about like I always say, I care about the quality of books. And this year I have read some good amount of just great quality books. These authors, especially these Black authors, they are not plain, okay? And also when it comes to historical fiction, because that's one of my favorite genres, these authors are doing their research and they are really celebrating and talking about people that we had no idea of. One book that I do want to read, I want to read it for February. You guys know with February, of course, Black History Month. We do Black people here. I always highlight, Black individuals and everything. And I also want to give you guys some more recommendations of some historical fiction books. Book Almost was our pick for this month's book club for Lex Reads. It's Let Us March by Shara Moon. I hope I'm saying her first name right. But it's about a lady named Lizzie McDuffie, and she was a maid to FDR, but they say like she was more than a maid, and she basically was like his eyes and ears when it came to like black, like when it came to like affairs of Black people, like the Black community and things of that nature. So this book came out last year. So I think, do I have this on Want to Read? Yeah, okay, I have this on Want to Read. There's another book that's coming out. Um, oh, it's about Hazel Scott. You guys know the pianist. If you don't, I did a Did I put it on YouTube? Or I know I put it on my Instagram. I did a mini, I always call them little mini documentaries that I edit. It talked about her life. I don't think I put it up on YouTube because it was copyright, yeah, issues. But it's on my Instagram. If you guys follow me, it's on my Instagram. And if you don't, all the information is down below. But yeah, Hazel Scott was a pianist, and there is a book about her that's coming out with Love from Harlem. Okay, I knew it was that. Okay, let's see. Love from Rashonda Tate. Okay, this is coming out in January. Okay, so that's gonna be anticipated read for me because I want to read about. I want to know a little bit more about our life. I just know bits and pieces of it. And then she also was married to Adam Clayton Powell Jr., which, if y'all know about him, oh Lord, he was a con art. He was something. He was the first African American to be elected to Congress. He was a pastor, but he did some stuff he had no business doing. Oh, that's what I want to show you guys. That movie that I'm going to be watching tonight. Louis Wayne. Yeah, he was that painter that he only painted cats. Um, it's called The Electrical Life of Louis Wayne, and it's who's playing him? Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh Lord, this came out in 2021. Painter from England, and like I said, he mainly did paintings of cats and kittens. But his family, his dad ended up passing, and he became like the head of the household, and he had like five sisters and a mom, and he sold his paintings for like really really cheap. But and then also he relinquished his copyright, but they're saying like he had a very eccentric mind, and his sisters actually put him in an asylum, and then he ended up, I believe, dying in that hospital. He had like a stroke. That's a movie that I want to watch, and it's on Prime. Yeah, it's on Prime. I told you guys I wanted to um what do you call it, update my reading journal. What I usually do is I like to print out like all the books I read for the month, and then all the movies I watch. So when I do my monthly wrap up, I know exactly what I, watched and read, especially what I watch, because I keep track of what I like read on Goodreads, but I will forget what I have watched because I do watch a lot of, movies and TV shows. So in order for me to keep it up, I will I keep a Word document open. I'll print it out and then put it in my reading journal. After I watch my movie, I need to I want to read for at least an hour. Boomtown, let me get that ready because I'm gonna have to update, like I told you guys, the book club pick for Lex Reads on the website. I gotta get that together. All right, guys. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't want to bore you guys. Just doing my Sunday reset, and I'm going to, yeah. Once I get my work done, everything I have to get done, I want to sit and watch my movie, and then I want to read. So I have a good enough time to get everything I got to get done. But yeah, guys, that is it when it comes to this video. My Sunday reset. Hope you guys also reset for Sunday. Get everything you got to get done. To have a successful week. I'm putting it in existence. We're going to have a successful week. Hopefully it goes by fast. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. And I'll be back with more Black Books.